right, sixth grade mathematicians. Here we go with orders of operation. So to begin with, we're just going to review orders of operation, what that means, and what you need to do in order to solve a problem. All right, so orders of operation are a set of conventions or agreements for carrying out calculations with one or more operations, parentheses, or exponents. What is an operation? We've talked about that in class. Operations include addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So that's what they're talking about when they say operations. So when we're looking at solving an equation, we need to look carefully in order to tell in what order it needs to be done. We also have to look carefully at things like the parentheses and the exponents. All right, and that's why we reviewed exponents earlier in Prime Time book, so that you would be ready to use those in the orders of operation. So what do you do, and in what order do you do it? Well, the first thing you do is you work out the parentheses. So in PEMDAS, the reminder, the little acronym we have, P stands for parentheses. So you work everything in the parentheses first. Number two. So once you're done with that step, then you move to number two and you write the numbers with exponents in standard form. So like 10 squared would be 100. So you would write that out 100 in standard form in order to complete or solve the equation. Number three, multiplication working left to right. So left to right, if the first one is division that you come to left to right, you work on that first. And then you keep going and look to see, is there any other multiplication or division? Then for number four, you do all of the addition and subtraction left to right. So that's why we call this PEMDAS. PEMDAS reminds you parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division left to right, addition and subtraction left to right. All right, so hopefully those are some reminders for you. And I'm going to scroll the computer down, and I'm also going to scroll my camera down so that I can do some writing on my whiteboard, and we can talk about some examples. Okay, so we've got, for the orders of operation, we've got an equation that can show the orders of operation and how we figure this. So we could do, and this is going to look familiar to you from the distributed property that we just did. So we have A times B plus C. Okay, so this is our factored form of the distributed property. Or we can multiply that out like A times B plus A times C. And these are actually equivalent. That's why we have the equal sign here. These are equivalent to one another. They mean the same thing. Okay, one of them is in factored form and one of them is in expanded form. And we talked about that previously. All right, so how can we prove that these two mean the same thing? Well, we can put values in for A. So we'll put 2 in for A. We'll put 4 in for B. And we'll put 7 in for C. All right, so now we can rewrite these. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this one. And I'm going to write the 2 for the A times 4 plus 7. All right, so this is the factored form. And the expanded form then would be 2 times 4 plus 2 times 7. All right, so these two are equivalent to one another. They mean the same thing. If we were to find the solution to these, they would be exactly the same. So this would be 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 7 is 14. So this would equal 22. If we went ahead and solved this side, it's 8 plus 14. And that would also equal 22. So these mean the same thing. All right, so let's take a look at some more problems. And as we're going along, we'll see how the PEMDAS, how this works. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at 3 plus 5 times 6 minus 4. Now remember, we've got to keep in mind PEMDAS. Time to go home? Oh, not yet. Okay, so PEMDAS, so parentheses. Well, we don't have any parentheses. Exponents. We don't have any exponents. Multiplication, division, left to right. So we need to start here and travel this way, and we do have multiplication. So we need to do the 5 times 6 first. All right? So we're going to do 30, 5 times 6, and then we have to go ahead and rewrite the rest. It's easier to keep it under control, keep it so that we can keep moving, doing it step by step. All right, so do we have any other multiplication and division? No, we do not. So now we have to do addition and subtraction left to right. So we've got our 33 minus 4. 33 minus 4 gives us 29. All right, so this is using the PEMDAS model to do the orders of operation. All right, so now I'm going to use the same numbers. I'm going to go ahead and say 3 plus 5 times 6 minus 4, but this time I'm going to put parentheses there. Is it going to change anything? Well, let's solve it and find out. Okay, so first of all, I have to do the parentheses. So I have to do this first. So since there's the parentheses there now, when I solve it, I have to do it in a different order. So I'm going to do the 3 plus 5 first, 8 times 6 minus 4. Okay, no more parentheses, no exponents. Multiplication left to right, so I've got 48 minus 4. Notice I'm doing step by step. 48 minus 4 gives me 44. Yes, putting parentheses in there does change the answer. All right, so let's do this again, and this time I'm going to rewrite this. 3 plus 5 times 6 minus 4, and this time I'm going to put 2 sets of parentheses in there. All right, let's see if it changes it again. 3 plus 5 is 8 times 6 minus 4 is 2. That's going to give me 16. So it changes. Each time I do something different to the problem, it changes the solution. So you have to follow the PEMDAS model in order to get the correct solution. All right, so let's go ahead and try some more. But this time, I want you to try these. All right, so get your paper and pencil ready to write these down. I have 3 plus 5 in parentheses times 9 minus 4. Then 6 plus 4 times 8 minus 4 in parentheses. And 14 divided by 7 times 4 minus 5. Remember to use PEMDAS. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, left to right, addition and subtraction, left to right. So go ahead and pause this video, try these out, and come back. All right, I hope you were able to use the PEMDAS model in order to do this. So, to begin with, we start with parentheses. I have 2 sets of parentheses. So I have 3 plus 5 is 8 times 9 minus 4 is 5. 8 times 5 is 40. All right? So we do everything in parentheses first, and then we do the multiplication and division left to right because there were no exponents. All right, I hope you did a good job with that one. All right, let's go on to the next one. So parentheses first, so we have 6 plus 4 times 4. Now, exponents, there are none. multiplication, division, left to right. So I look here, no, yes. So we've got 16, 6 plus 16. We had to bring down that 6 to do the next step. 6 plus 16 is 22. How'd you do? Good job. All right, so we've got 14 divided by 7 times 4 minus 5. Parentheses, there aren't any. Exponents, nope. Multiplication, division, left to right. So I got 14 divided by 7 first, which is 2, times 4 minus 5. Got another multiplication, 2 times 4 is 8, minus 5. The answer is 3. So how'd you do? All right, I hope you practiced with me. You're going to have to fill in the answers for these, all right? I also have some more practice for orders of operation. So I want you to keep watching, keep thinking, always stay curious, and I'll see you next time.